Greeting, fellow explorers. Today we embark on a captivating journey to unravel the enigma of Colorado, discussing both its undeniable allure and occasional challenges. I'm your guide, Connor Martin with Soukup Real Estate Services, and whether you're dreaming of a pristine mountain landscape or contemplating the practicalities of relocating, this is the video and your compass. From the serene beauty of the Rockies to the intricacies of cost and culture, we'll navigate the peaks and valleys together. And hey, if at any point you're captivated enough to make Colorado your home, or if you simply crave expert advice on real estate in this stunning state, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to guide you through every step of your Colorado adventure, so let's dive into the heart of why Colorado, with all its wonders and quirks, is an experience like any other. And if you're ever looking to purchase a home here, below will be my information. Please like, subscribe, and share. And let's jump into today and talk about why Colorado can suck and doesn't suck all at the same time. So, what doesn't make Colorado suck? For most of us who have thought about moving to Colorado, typically the outdoor recreation is the top of the agenda when we are one of the most sunniest states here in America. If you're coming from the icy ski slopes of the eastern United States or the scorching hot deserts along the southern border, we are all looking to spend some time in the Rocky Mountains after unpacking the U-Haul and getting all our ducks in a row. Colorado is ranked 10th in the United States for public lands, with over 43.3% of the land being used for open space, and having a bunch of hiking trails, biking trails, and a bunch of open lakes that everyone is welcome to use. This equates to around 3.5 million acres that we in Colorado can use for hiking, camping, and playing. This is definitely one of the biggest benefits of living in Colorado, no matter if you live in southern Colorado, Denver, or northern Colorado. Most homes can be found within at least a 30-minute drive to some type of hiking path, walking path, or some body of water to play in the summer. The biggest downside I've found, at least living here, and with as more population coming, is going to be the crowdedness and the fact that things are going to become pay to play as we get bigger and bigger populations here. Up in northern Colorado, we run up in Fort Collins with it all the time. From Horsetooth Reservoir, Horsetooth Falls, there are multiple other hiking as well that it is going to cost you to go hike. So you can either get the season pass, which is $100, or you're able to go in for about $7 to $12 and be able to pay for a day pass. This is a great option, especially if you don't have much time in a day. It is still 100% worth it. It's just hard for me to wrap my mind around it, coming from a generation of not having to pay to go hiking. It used to be the one free activity we could do, and now is no longer that way. So even though there can be some negatives to the side of hiking out here, there are so many options. Like I said, with 3.5 million acres, you don't just have to stick around that 30-minute time frame from your house. The minute you jump about an hour away, no matter if you're in northern Colorado, southern Colorado, or Denver, the hiking gets a lot quieter, gets a little more serene. There's not paid parking for most of it, and it's just what we remembered hiking was back 10, 15 years ago when it was not as major of a sport as it is now. So let's talk about cost of living here in Colorado. For most people moving to Colorado, livability plays a massive part in the final decision making if Colorado is going to be the right spot or not for you. No matter if you live in Orange County, California, or you live in Kansas City, Missouri, everybody wants to know how far their dollar will go when they move out of state. Colorado has been ranked in the top 10 states for the longest time to live in. As of 2020 and moving into 2022, we had significantly dropped in terms of livability in the United States just due to the fact that our housing market and some inflation factors have played a part in how expensive it is to live here. In 2023, the average cost for a home here in Colorado is going to range around the $590,000 range. And if you are thinking about just coming out here to come explore and maybe spend 6 months, a single apartment rental on average will cost you around $1,300. If you're looking for a single residential house that maybe has a couple bedrooms to it, expect to be around that $2,500 range. So housing does take up a huge chunk of kind of what I would consider the fun money side. If you're moving from a Kansas City, Missouri, I moved from Baser, Kansas. I know we had to really scrunch our money down to make things work out here. It is a big difference, but as you kind of work your way through, and as you keep continuing with getting raises at your job and working on that side, it makes livability easier and you get more used to the cost of everything out here. Now, coming from an Orange County, California deal, a lot of times you're going to be cutting your costs in half out here, which is a great deal. And especially with California being so expensive, this is a great secondary opportunity. So let's jump into the cost of utilities, which includes water, gas, sewer, trash, internet. This is typically going to run around the $275 mark to $375 mark, depending on how hot or cold you keep your house. Here in Loveland, I keep my house at about 67 to 68 degrees during the winter time, and in the summertime, I try to keep it around 70 degrees. For that cost, I'm probably paying around $300 a month for my utilities, and that's including everything that I discussed above on that side. So not too bad on that side. Plus, with taxes being a little bit cheaper here than some other areas, there are also some benefits to that as well. Now, let's just go through and just talk about quickly on groceries. Groceries, that's always a tough one. I'm a big snacks guy, but on average, probably around $300 for one grown adult who eats relatively healthy. That's going to be about your cost for food a month. Add that for an extra adult person, kids, maybe cut it in half about. Go into the car payments. If you're going to be running a car out here in Colorado, the average cost is going to be roughly around $573. This is for like a 4-cylinder vehicle, and this includes insurance, gas, and maintenance, registration, everything on top of that. And lastly, if you are thinking to do public transportation up here in northern Colorado, it's not as easy to do on that side, but if you are down in the Denver area, $150 to $250 a month for public transportation is a good go-to for month-to-month payments when you're trying to avoid having to own a car in downtown Denver. Even though Colorado is known for being overly expensive and has created a small downfall for Colorado, there are still places to live in Colorado where you can get all the amenities, but at a fraction of the cost. And the best yet, we have very little taxes and we are very business friendly. So if you are thinking about moving from, say, a Texas where your taxes are just way over the top, or moving out east where taxes are way over the top, you are going to feel such a significant burden release moving out here to Colorado. If you're looking to move your business out here, it is a lot easier to get your business operating and moving out here than maybe some of these other states that might have similar atmospheres and similar communities. Some places like in California, or as you go over to Florida in some of these nicer areas. So just keep that in mind if you are thinking about moving to Colorado. Yes, it is expensive, but the longer you live here, the more ingrained you get, the less it feels like it's a big burden on you and it feels more like a benefit. So Colorado isn't just about getting out into nature, and even though the cost of living is higher here, I think most of us can set that aside knowing that Colorado has one of the best communities. We are huge hobbyists here, and we love putting gatherings together, from music festivals to car shows, art events to charity gatherings. The state offers a diverse range of activities. Here in Colorado, we have over 9 major car shows, 206 charity events, and 300 plus children's events. Colorado is a celebration haven. The sense of community is palpable with 36 races from biking to hiking to triathlons. We have over 184 craft events for beers to food to wine, you name it on that side. And we have an abundance of like-minded individuals cherishing each and every one of these hobbies. There is never going to be shortage of fun activities that will not be happening year-round. We have something going on constantly. Some of my most noteworthy festivals that I've gone and enjoyed up here in northern Colorado is Frozen Dead Guy Days up in Estes Park, Colorado. Great place for local eats and great food. This is going to happen sometime in March of 2024, so just keep your eyes on Estes Park for that. We also have the Medieval Festival in Loveland, Colorado. This is where people will come out and do sword fights. We have live music, we have some great food, and probably some of the most outstanding beer you'll ever have here in northern Colorado. The last one, and that the festival typically happens around June of 2024. The last one is the most recent one that's coming up. This is one that I've gone to almost every year, and it's the Sweetheart Festival in Loveland, Colorado. This is my hometown here, and it is going to be happening on February 10th, 2024 from noon to 8 p.m. This will have great live music. It's going to have artists out there selling their products and a delightful atmosphere. It is a perfect Valentine's Day celebration, and if you have a special someone that you're wanting to go spend a weekend away, this might be a great opportunity. Well, that's it, guys, for my video. If you guys like these, please like, subscribe, and share. It truly helps me out at the end of the day, trying to get this information out to others who are really trying to search for if Colorado is the true place they want to be. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and I will catch you guys next time.